Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. Sorry for keeping you waiting. We're still waiting for Flawless. I hope everything is all right with him. But welcome everybody to Footy Judge Mo. This is your daily views. Of course, it's early for me here and it's late somewhere else. Let me know in the chat right away. Where are you tuning from? Hit that like button for me. We're not even on 30 likes, so hit that like button for me right away if you don't mind, because it's very important that we get the likes up, of course, to 50 likes, so we'll get more people in. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. If you just joined the channel, subscription is welcome, of course. Daily content, your super chats are appreciated. We're here to discuss Manchester United. Onana's form, what happened? I don't know, but anyway, people, there is a lot of people, a lot of you people here. I'm hoping that I can get that Flawless comes through. I don't know. I hope he's all right. He has not been responding, like we just talked like 15 minutes ago. I hope that he's home all right. But big up everybody, big up whole rad. The people that are joining us are almost at 50 people, and we're here to discuss Manchester United. Holland XG though, like Arsenal, are they back to the top? Greeting everybody. The greetings from Malaysia. Hellboy is saying, of course, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. 40 people right off the bat. I need the likes button lit. Of course, we have the membership. The membership now is in the description. Make sure to check it out. I'm going to do a weekly show with the members, of course. Weekly show with the members, so people get to discuss, debate with me, of course. But listen, we're here, so let's talk. And let me get your questions. Your super chats are appreciated. Let me get your questions. Of course, your questions are welcome. Your super chats are welcome. And big up from Toronto, of course. Hello, I'm working. I am from, I don't know what that flag is, Football Matters, but I am working in Saudi Arabia. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Of course, people, we have 50 people in the house. Of course, 50 people in the house. I'm going to try to be a little bit calm this one. John James, what happened with John James? Come on. No beef in the chat. What happened? What happened? Big up everybody that is here. Egyptio Ahmed Suleiman, one of our members, of course, one of our moderators, of course. Never Foul stream this weekend, maybe later. I think today we'll have a stream later today, but I'm here, so let's talk. Who's better? I'm not gonna take questions. I might answer the question for super chat, but I'm here actually to discuss different matter. Of course, I'm here to discuss probably Manchester United. I'm here to discuss Manchester City, and I want to start actually with Manchester City. Or until Flawless gets here or not, or he doesn't get here. I don't know if he gets here or he doesn't get here. It's up to him, to be honest. But what is happening with Manchester City? People are telling me their XGs are lower than other teams. And let's check it out. And actually, fact check this, people. Manchester City's XG is 15.2. I'm not getting this. Manchester City XG is 15.2. But other teams, but people are telling me they are not creating enough chances. Manchester City are not creating enough. Every time I was watching them, apart from the Arsenal game, I thought they created chances. I don't know what about you guys. Do you guys think Manchester City don't create enough chances? I think they create enough chances. Phil Foden creates chances. Alvarez creates chances. Doku creates chances. I am for one sick. Me too. I'm just looking. I'm analyzing the games on the eyes, and I think, yeah, no, they are creating chances. What is this? What is this? Oh yeah, I'm not. They're not creating chances. Well, I think they are. If you get me, if you talk to me, I think they are. They are creating chances, of course. It's Haaland not putting the chances in the back of the net sometimes. The quality of the chances are different. City will be all right, as Martin says. City will be fine. Kevin De Bruyne is gonna be back. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is gonna be back. Doku is gonna start again, and they will be all right. This people are trying. You know what? People are trying to find things. Here it is about Manchester City. As content creators, pundits as well, the media, Because Man City are so good, they are trying to find flaws in Manchester City. Yeah, Haaland isn't scoring. Yes, he isn't scoring, but Alvarez is scoring. Yeah, but they're not creating enough chances, but their defense is very good. Yeah, they aren't. But Jack Grealish isn't playing good, but Doku is. It doesn't have to be every time Jack Grealish, because they have the best coach in the world at the moment in Eric Ten Hag. I think they will be all right. He is gonna find. He is gonna find the form. He is gonna. I'm trying to find the stats that people talk about. You know, that players' statistics. I know what team statistics are, but listen, chances created, it's XG, goals, chance, whatever. But listen, there is no problem with Manchester City. Yes, they lost some experience, and I can sit here and tell you they lost experience, they lost this, they lost that. But Manchester City will be fine because they have Haaland. Once Kevin De Bruyne comes back, he creates some chances. Haaland scored 20 goals, and we're like, yeah, he is fine. They are fine. They win 10 games in a row. And we're like, yeah, oh, we were all wrong in the beginning of the season. We were completely wrong. Yes, of course. However, in tough times, if Kevin De Bruyne gets injured again, who is going to step up? Is it going to be John Stones creating chances? Well, is it going to be Phil Foden? Is it going to be Doku? They don't have Riyad Mahrez. They don't have Gundogan. However, Pep Guardiola will find a way to make it happen. Because if Haaland doesn't work as a striker, he will play Julian Alvarez right next to him. And Pep Guardiola is ruthless. Pep Guardiola benched Zlatan Ibrahimovic because he didn't like how he went about his game. That's what happened. The difference is, and I'm going to tell you this here, if they start slow, though, Manchester City, they already lost 2 games. At this stage last year, I think they tied 2 games. So they lost 4 points. This year they lost 6, which is fine. But drawing 2 games is different than losing 2 games. Losing 2 games opened the door for other teams to think, we can actually win against Manchester City. But last year, Manchester City were able to catch Arsenal because Arsenal fell off. I'm not sure if you guys agree or not. Arsenal fell off massively because Saliba got injured, Thomas Partey got injured, Southampton game, do you remember the West Ham game? I think they fell off massively, Arsenal. And I think that's why Man City caught up to them. Listen, you can win all the games you want, but Arsenal had 50 points, if I'm not mistaken, after 19 games. That was on course to go to 100 points. So let me ask you guys in the chat, and I want a simple answer in the chat. But make sure first to hit that like button for me. We got almost 70 people, and we're not even on freaking 50. Hit that freaking like, people. The like button is how we go to different viewers, how to get different subscribers. Hit that like button for me. I'm supposed to have Flawless. I'm assuming he's gonna be here soon, but he isn't. He hasn't responded to my messages. But I do anyway. So let me know, like the button, get me to 50 likes. I'm only on 36 likes, and we have over 70 people here. That's embarrassing, to be honest. Also, send super chats if you want to get involved in the conversation. If you want to ask me a question, if you want to get involved, send the super chats. Because this is my full-time job. Your support for the channel, check out membership. Your support for the channel is really appreciated. I'm just saying that. Oh, I'm an engineer working in Saudi Arabia. Mo, football matters. Yeah, brilliant. Life here. Beautiful life. Yeah, I grew up in Saudi Arabia, but that's for yesterday. If I start watching Man United highlights, probably, I don't know. I'm just gonna text him later. But anyway, long story short, just to continue, I know the chat is flying, guys. It's very hard for me to. Arsenal completely fell off last year, and I'm just speaking on top of my head. I thought that if Arsenal had Saliba on and they kept winning, they won the Southampton game, they win the West Ham game. Remember these games that they lost last game. Do we think genuinely that they would have lost the league? Genuinely. And I'm being very genuine here. I don't think so. Yes, the channel is monetized. People, your super chats are welcome. The channel is monetized. You can see the ads, your super chats, your membership. In the description, there is membership. Check it out to be on a panel with me, of course. So I don't know why people keep saying that Arsenal would have lost the season last year. I actually don't think so. I think they would have won the games. I think the games would have been easier for them with Saliba being there, with Thomas Partey. The mentality, though, you guys don't understand something, though. Like sometimes when you have a player behind you that makes you so play well, like a defender, like in our team when I play, when you have that defender that gives you confidence to move forward, that gives you confidence that he will get you the ball, that you give you confidence that yeah, I got this safety net behind me, you play better. The Sakas, the Odegaards, the Jakas, everybody plays well. Does that make sense? So I think when they lost Saliba, it affected them negatively. And that was one of the problems. That was a big problem for them. Because I think, like, listen, last year, like these games they played against, like I said, Liverpool, they draw 2-2, should have won the game. Southampton, they should have won the game. West Ham should have won the game. Right? And then they lost to Manchester City. And these are the games that when they lost the league. It's a massive miss, William Saliba. I'm not sure how you guys can sit here and tell me that William Saliba. No, it is. It is. It has all the things. You can keep saying that, Daniel. I think William Saliba actually, you just football. It's the same as when you didn't have Diaz, I think 3-4 seasons ago, right? It makes difference when you have that safety net behind you. And this is my opinion. And I'm gonna die on this hill. That big defender behind you, that defender that makes you play better behind you, makes all the difference. But I want to go back to this season. And I want to go back to Manchester City now. Now, Manchester City are only 2 points behind the leaders. So that's nothing, bro. That's absolutely nothing. People want to talk about chance creations. Kevin De Bruyne is going to be back. He might be back in November. However, they play Manchester United away from home. Yes, Manchester United, easy game. But that's the Manchester Derby. Arsenal as well, they play against Chelsea. I think this league, and I'm not saying I think Arsenal will win the league, but I think Arsenal are stronger than last. Based on what I saw this year, I in the beginning of the season they aren't, but I think they are coming to realization that yeah, this guy Kai Havertz should not be in the midfield. We are better with Declan Rice now. Thomas Partey is back. We're going to see them together, and we have not seen Gabriel. Maybe that's why they are not fluid. We have not seen Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, and Granit Xhaka play together. Wait until we see them. I think they will be strong. So Arsenal, though, the fixtures of Arsenal, though, are kind of, they started a little bit. I don't think they started easy, but however, they have Chelsea away. They have Sheffield at home. Then they have Newcastle away. And I think the test against Chelsea and the test against Newcastle will determine how Arsenal will play this year. But I'm going to repeat what I said yesterday. There are 9 teams in the league: Spurs, Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Brighton, Newcastle United, Manchester United, and Chelsea. If you go away to them, it is not easy to play against them. They're not guaranteed points. So I don't think the league this year is going to be as, like, Arsenal can lose against Chelsea and still go on to challenge for the title. Manchester City lost against Wolves and lost against Arsenal, and they still can go and outpick them as favorites. They are still my favorites because when Kevin De Bruyne comes back and Stones come back, we know what happens, right? We know what happens. But the league isn't going to be won by 95 points. You can clip that. You can clip this. It's not going to be 90, 95 points. It isn't. It is going to be a little bit less. We're almost 100 people and you're not even on 50 likes. That's embarrassing. Are we on 50 likes? We're not even on 50 likes. So people, we have 100 people and we're not on 50 likes. You guys are embarrassing me here. I'm sitting here, free content, doesn't cost you a penny. Just hit the like button. Timba is not going to be back. However, so let's establish something. This league is going to be tough. Can Liverpool challenge? If Liverpool hang in until January, I think they will be all right. Here we go. Membership. A new member, Martin, membership. People that are in the chat, Martin, I want to ask you something. Is the gift, can you gift membership? I'm not asking you to gift any memberships, but I want to know if the option is there because I'm trying to make it happen. 50 likes already. What are you talking about? It just turned into 50, Eric. It just turned into 50. Are you fighting me? It's not available. I don't know why it's not available. I have no idea why gifting memberships is not available. I don't know. But anyway, guys, memberships, check out the memberships. I am kind of shifted left, so let me shift the camera to the other side. Anyway, let's go on and talk about how I think. So Arsenal Football Club now. Now Zinchenko's coming to the fold. He's doing very well on that left side. Ben White defensively doing good. Now people want to tell me Saka isn't doing great. Well, I disagree with you. I disagree. Yeah. I am monetized and everything, Martin. I'm monetized and everything. For some reason, the gifting membership isn't available. Somehow, it's not available. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to call YouTube or something. But guys, send your super chat. Send your questions in. We got over 100 people here. Let's get the likes up to 100 as quickly as possible. Now, do I think it's going to be a two-horse battle? I don't think so. I actually think that this will be a three-horse race. Genuinely, I think this will be a three-horse race. Genuinely. Why I'm saying that? Because I keep telling you that Liverpool, their offense is strong. Their offense isn't bad at all. Their offense will keep it going until January, until they get a DM. Liverpool are 3 points behind the top. Liverpool fixtures are Everton, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Luton, okay, Brentford, and then Man City. I am telling you from here, by that time, Liverpool will be top of the league. Liverpool, coming back from the next international break, Liverpool might be top of the league. Because I'm thinking that Liverpool will win the next 5 games before they play Manchester City. I don't know if you agree or not. Right? Manchester City have Brighton, Manchester United away, they have Bournemouth at home, and then they have Chelsea away. And then they have Liverpool. I think maybe they will be top of the league by that time because Arsenal have Chelsea away, they have Newcastle away, right? And then they have Burnley and they have Brentford away. So I think Liverpool might be joint top or something. So Arsenal are going to bottle again, same as last year. Let me tell you what happened. Bobakar, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate the super chat here. Guys, get involved in the comment so I can actually keep it going. Your super chats keep it going because you guys get involved in the conversation by super chat. So I keep going, answering questions. We create topics and stuff if you like. I talk a lot, but also I'm never going to run out of words. But also I like you guys to get involved. Like Bubakar here. I don't think they're going to bottle it this year. I think they're more calm. I think Arsenal are more composed. I think we haven't seen the front line play together until this moment. I actually think that Arsenal will be there and thereabout. No, it's all right. You can have the super. I'm going to try to get the questions, but you know how hard is it to actually catch it? You guys don't know. It's so hard to catch a question on the side, like the chat. Like it's so hard to catch the question on the side. But the super chats, I want to respect the super chatters, right? I want to respect and also your super chats. This is now I'm trying to make this my full-time job. So your super chats are keep the channel going. Of course, this is it. Just I use it for for equipment. I use it for myself to keep the channel going. That's how it works. I'm giving you free content. I'm not asking for anything back. But if you can support the channel, of course, it's something that will keep me going. That's what it is. But let's get to 100 likes first, and then we'll see. You need I have 2 screens. Actually, I have the comments here, and I have the comments here, but I'm actually looking at the camera. So I have actually 3 screens, and I have 1 turned off. That's how it works. Believe me, I have enough screens. Enough screens. But going back to Abu Bakar's comment, I actually think that Arsenal, why did Arsenal bottle it last year? Yes, they did, because Arteta coached 11 good players, or 12. Exactly. So this comment here from Abu Bakar, thank you so much for your super chat, Abu Bakar. Are 2 injuries away. Arsenal are 2 injuries away from bottling Saliba and Odegaard. Not Odegaard, but Saliba though. However, this year, Ben White can play center back. Tomiyasu looking all right. The last year you played freaking Rob Holding. But I think Arteta learned. Declan Rice can play center back. I think so. I think he would have learned from last year. Does that make sense? Tomiyasu, give your... Does that make sense, Boubacar? Last year it was Rob Holding, and it was like he was all right for like one game. And then after that, it just completely fell apart. I think he would have learned that you need to coach different players into the same system. And I think that's his... I like to think that he did that this year. I like to think that he did that this year also. It's not only going to be about 11 players like last year. Also, I think Arsenal are calm. Why do I talk a lot about Arsenal? Because I am not sure. Let me, guys, to ask you something. And I want everybody in the chat to answer this question. If Man City don't win the league, who do you think is closer to win the league? Is it Arsenal? Or who do you think will win it? Is it Arsenal or Liverpool? It's a simple answer. Arsenal or Liverpool? If Manchester City do not win the league, who do you think will win the league? Is it going to be Arsenal or Liverpool? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. It's Arsenal, Liverpool, Arsenal. I think it depends for Liverpool on the January transfer market. I think the closer ones are Liverpool. I think the closer one are Liverpool's. Right? This is what I think. This is what I think, to be honest. I think it will be Liverpool. It will be Arsenal. If Liverpool get a DM in January, I think it will be them. If they sign a DM. Right? That's how I think it will happen. This is just my opinion. Liverpool are very good. They need a DM. Well, Arsenal are good as well. However, Arsenal now are a more complete team. I think Arsenal are more complete team at the moment with Thomas Partey back. Yes, they need a different kind of a striker. But I think Gabriel Jesus with Saka, Martinelli, Trossard, they can do the job. This is what I think. While Arsenal can also get Ivan Toney in January. So I think... So let me just break it down a little bit. Do you think Arsenal will be better if they get a proper 8 and a right wing in January? I think Arsenal... Declan Rice can play 8. I think you need a proper 8. I don't know who can play that 8. Who can play that 8 on the left side? Trossard can do that. Emil Smith-Rowe can do that. Fabio Vieira can do that. Maybe you can go get I don't know, Kefram Turam or something like that. Boubacar with another super chat. Thank you for the support to the channel. He said, name and a Premier League team that lose to smaller teams and beat bigger teams. Name a Prem team that lose to smaller teams and beat bigger teams. Brighton. Brighton does that. I think Brighton are the team that, like, listen, the Brighton might lose to West Ham, and then West Ham as well last year. Didn't West Ham, like in 2 years, they beat Chelsea, Brentford as well, maybe. Brighton, Brentford, yes. Thank you, Boubacar, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. It's a great super chat, to be honest. Big up everybody that joined us. Can we get the likes to 100 people? If you have not liked the video, get the likes to 100. Boubacar, thank you so much for your support. Liverpool. Name a Premier League that lose to smaller team. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. I remember that. You guys used to lose to smaller teams and win against bigger teams. Yes, 100%. Likes to 100 people. It's very important for that channel. Of course, big up Abu Bakar. Of course, big up Martin for being a member. Like the video, people. support the channel, get us to 100 likes. But Manchester City, why I'm talking about Arsenal and Liverpool and I'm not talking about Manchester City? Because I think I'm going to switch it a little bit and I'm going to take you to the other side. Manchester City, they don't do a lot of business in January. Doku will be embedded by January. I think Julian Alvarez will get better. Julian Alvarez. Inter Milan. Yeah, maybe. I think Julian Alvarez will be better. I think even Gavardiol will get more and more embedded in that team. That's what I think. And John Stones will be back. Kevin De Bruyne will be back. I think they will be all right. I think Jack Grealish is not. I don't think Jack Grealish is going to get involved as much. This is my agenda. This is the Mo agenda against Jack Grealish because I'm not convinced that he's a Man City player, in my opinion. Rico Lewis will get better. I think they will have options. This is definitely Manchester City will have options, right? They have the strongest defense in the league, in my opinion. Nathan Ake, Akanji, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Kyle Walker, and Gavardiol. I think also in the midfield. Well, however, let me ask you guys something. You guys keep telling me if Arsenal lose Saliba, if Spurs lose Madison, if Salah gets injured, what if Rodri gets injured? Now, last year he played all the games. What if Rodri gets injured? Are these too reliant on Rodri? Do we think John Stones can play a DM by himself? I think John Stones is a good inverting DM, but I don't think John Stones can play that DM rule. I don't think so. I actually 100% I don't think so. Where's the football thicko Joe? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I will try to get Joe again, but thank you, Jordan Brown. But guys, there's almost 150 of you here, so hit that like button for us. What if Rodri? Listen, last year Rodri played a lot of games, though. What if he gets injured? God forbid. I want every team. By the way, I want every team to have all the players fit. I want to see a competitive, a good Premier League with no excuses. But the way Manchester City play now is completely different than last year. There's no box. Let me talk a little bit of tactics, how I see the Manchester City play last year. Manchester City last year, it was going through the middle, through Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan. Bernardo Silva isn't the most creative. Jack Grealish isn't the most creative. So the whole box, Stones next to Rodri, starting to play three in the back, Haaland up top, and then having Gundogan and having Kevin De Bruyne, it was through the middle. Manchester City completely changed the way they play with the absence of Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan, who is at Barcelona. It's Doku creating from the right side, and it is on the right side, it's Phil Foden. Does that make sense? So I think this is what happened. I actually think so. It's going from the sides now. So does that make them weaker? Does that make them stronger? Mo, where is your guest? Flawless build on me. Flawless build on me. I have to change the thumbnail. He bailed. I don't know why he bailed. That's just, you can ask him, you can text him. Foden is from the right side. Doku on the left side, the creativity from the sides. Well, the question is Haaland used to creativity from that side? He's now going to 4-2-3-1. Yes, Alvarez behind Haaland. Yes, Jordan, that's great. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's more using the sides and Alvarez behind Haaland, so it goes to the sides more. Kyle Walker trying to advance. Gavardiol, we see Gavardiol trying to advance, of course. We see Gavardiol, we see Doku, we see Kyle Walker, so it's from the sides, and then it goes through the middle. Do we think that's why Haaland isn't scoring lately? Maybe. But when Kevin De Bruyne comes back, I think it's going to be going back to the middle. He's going to attack from the middle because Kevin De Bruyne is their best player by far. Abu Bakar, of course, another one, was saying if Pep was to manage small teams, will he be successful? Yes, he will be successful. Will he win the league? maybe. But let me tell you exactly why Pep doesn't buy this notion that Pep buys superstars. Pep buys 50, 40 million, 60 million. Pep doesn't go to buy, for example, when I mean superstar, I mean when Pep, when for example, Manchester United sold Cristiano Ronaldo to Real Madrid. Does that make sense? This is a superstar. I mean, in my opinion, Pep buys Diaz, was in the Portuguese league, makes him one of the best defenders in the world. Haaland is the only one that was, up there. Jack Grealish, the price tag, but Jack Grealish was never a superstar. He develops player really well. Exactly. Pep Guardiola, by the way, Riyad Mahrez is a superstar at Leicester. Gundogan was good at Dortmund, but he wasn't the best midfielder in the world. John Stones was at Everton, if I'm not mistaken. Kyle Walker was at Spurs. He doesn't go and buy, like, if you count, he doesn't go and buy a Kylian Mbappe, right? He's the one who bought Sane and brought him to Manchester City to make him that good. However, Pep Guardiola also, his system relies so much that you need a good players on the ball abilities though. I'm going to talk about that comment about the boring thing. So he made you need good players to be able to, like, did Zerbi now? Did Zerbi in the middle has Gilmore, has Veltman, inverting, Pascal Gross, which is good. He makes them look good. He makes them look better than when they actually are. Does that make sense? That's Pep Guardiola for you. I guarantee you that Pep Guardiola makes a player. Okay, let's just, if we do ability over 100 like FIFA, just ability, a player's ability or something. He takes a player that his ability is 80 and makes him 90. He makes a player that ability is 90 and makes him 100. He takes a player that his ability 70 and makes him 90. But he never takes a player that his ability is 50 or 60. Does that make sense? I'm trying to give an analogy here. Like, he has these cards. Like, if you played Ultimate Team, he has these cards. The Zerbi is the same. Jurgen Klopp, by the way, kind of the similar thing. He elevates players. So Pep might not be as successful. It might not be as successful in winning the league. Like, if he goes coaches Brighton tomorrow, Pep, they will get top 4. They might not win the league because he still needs a better quality, a better caliber of players. Guys, can we get to 100 likes? If I'm not mistaken, get to the 100 likes. It looks like this. Come on, this is free content. I'm 8 likes away from 100 likes. I'm sure there is 40 of you that have not hit the like button in that live chat. Hit that live chat, click it out, and just hit that the like button, please. Close the live chat, hit the like button. Exactly. Pep matures their game. That's all he does. A bit more discipline in their attacking play, but also he hides flaws very well. Let me just tell you about, like, for example, Jack Grealish. Did he do something exceptional last year? No, he didn't. But he looked amazing. Why? Because he gets the ball, pass to the next player, draws players out. But he doesn't do the outstanding things. He hides the flaws. Can Jack Grealish dribble players one-on-one like James Madison? I doubt it. Thank you, Bubakar, for another super chat. Club took Mainz 5th to Europa League. Can Pep do similar? Yes. 100% agree with you. He can take Bubakar on Pep Guardiola's system can take. Let me just give you an example. Pep Guardiola, if he coaches Brentford tomorrow, he can take them to probably maybe Europa League, Conference League. Yes. I am convinced that Pep Guardiola is someone who can do that. Probably he's one of the only coaches in the world that can do that. And he can do it in the Premier League. He can. He's going to elevate players. I promise you, he is going to elevate players, people. He is going to elevate players. You guys just don't want to believe it. Mo, you said injuries should not be an excuse, but then said Arsenal lost the league because Saliba was injured. Yeah, but that's not an excuse. True Blue. So thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. This is not an excuse. I'm not giving them an excuse. I said they lost it because of that. That's no excuse. You're a football coach. You should be able to have the bench player ready. And if he isn't ready, you actually do something to compensate for him. Let me give you an example. Manchester City, as big as they are, if Rodri isn't there for whatever reason, a red card or something, are we going to give them an excuse? No. But I'm going to say it's Pep's job to find a way to make it work. Because you're a big team, you spend money, it's on you. What do you mean that's literally an excuse? It's on him. It's on Arteta. That's why I said last year they bottled the league, because Mikel Arteta only was able to coach 11 players to play that system that it was good. But now, when Saliba got injured, you couldn't coach the others to play the same way. That's on you. I'm not giving you an excuse. I'm not excusing you, because it's a failure. Arsenal failed last year. That's my point. That's my point. That's exactly my point, True Blue. So I am actually should not be an excuse for big teams. No big team that spent 200 million, 300 million should give me, unless you have 20 players injured. I am not going to take one player's injury. My point is, if Saliba was there, I believe they would have won the league. That has nothing to do with an excuse. This is not I don't get it. Like, why? It's a simple explanation I'm giving you. It's a coach's job to make the bench player play well. Not well enough to, because otherwise he wouldn't be a bench player. Not as much, but you adjust the system to make it work. Pep Guardiola had Kevin De Bruyne injured, their most important player, in the Champions League final against Inter. Phil Foden came in, changed a little bit how they played, and they won. So that's what I'm talking about. That's my point, True Blue. That's my point. But thank you for the super chats. A couple of other questions, of course. It's a failure, not an excuse. It's a failure. I don't know if you guys are fighting each other or something. We have 150 people here. Hit that like button for me. Tomorrow, I'm trying to make a good show for you with a panel, of course. So just hit that like. We're almost at 40 minutes. 150 people. I want to see more likes. But I want to go back to you guys like took me away from it about Manchester City, and that's why it's not like Manchester City. When he comes back, Kevin De Bruyne, I think they're going to go through the middle. I think they're going to be all right. But the league is not going to be an easy league. The league isn't going to be an easy league this year. Now Spurs, though. Oh, I spoke a lot about Spurs. I know you guys don't want to hear about Spurs. But do we think Liverpool will be able to hang in until January? 100%. 100% Liverpool will be able to hang in until January. It's going to be a 3-horse race. I promise you this. It's not going to be bad. Ryan, you're too negative. Ryan is too negative. You can hang in until January, bro, until you get a DM. Come on. Come on. One of the things that Pep failed, right, in my opinion, is molding Calvin Phillips to actually a little bit play a little bit, to give something. He's terrible at Manchester City. Is it his problem? Yes, Calvin Phillips is at fault, but also it's Pep's problem. You bought him. You bought other players. You could have molded him. You could have found another way of playing him. But listen, I'm not in training, because Calvin Phillips at Leeds was the heart of that Leeds team, isn't it? Was the heart of that Leeds team, wasn't he? Guys, you know, if you get me to 150 likes, we might get 200 people here. If you get me to 150 likes, we can actually get 200 people watching us here, which is going to be a record for this channel without a redirect, without anything. It makes massive difference. Let me get a shout to everyone that sent a super chat in. Martin became a member. Abu Bakar sent multiple super chats. I really appreciate your support for the channel. Abu Bakar, I appreciate it. Let me know where you're from. True Blue Clay with a great super chat is telling me that I am just giving them an excuse, and I responded to him, but I love that. I love that, of course. I love I love when people challenge me. That's why the memberships are there. So you can come in on the show and challenge me because I want people to challenge me. Abu Bakar killing it, of course. Killing it, of course. Flawless, just respond if you want to come in for a bit. So Flawless is gonna jump in and we're gonna discuss Manchester United. Yeah, smash the likes, people. He's coming in. Get the likes to 150. Flawless is gonna be here, and we're gonna go for 20 minutes if you guys want it. Let me know. Do you guys want us to go? He woke up. I don't know. We can ask him. I want when he comes in. We want a super chat to ask him what happens, and he has to answer why is he late though. United, my favorite topics. Tumba Lion with a big up Mo for keeping it so. I like solo shows because I want you actually guys to interact with me. You guys, I know you like panels and stuff, but I think when I get a guest, though, I actually talk to the guest about his opinion. I don't get my opinion, so you guys don't get to hear me talk about my opinion unless you guys don't give a shit about my opinion and you want to hear the guest. That's it. You guys like my opinion or the guest's opinion? Me and Flawless, we can debate for a while. Solo shows are all right. They're all right. Thank you, M, for that. I don't know who's that person, but it's just someone who likes solo shows. But before he comes in, I want to talk about another team. I want to talk a little bit about Chelsea, though. I think Chelsea, though, turned the corner. I don't know. What is that beef in the chat? There's 160 people. What is that beef in the chat, people? This beef between people in the chat. I literally said that. I literally said he failed in making an adequate replacement for Saliba, and that's the failure that Arteta did, and it cost him the league last year. 100%. Imagine if Rodri gets injured. No. Imagine if Rodri gets injured. Do you think if Pep doesn't make something to replace Rodri and they fail to win the league, will you say, yes, but Rodri got injured? Or would you say you bottled it? You failed to make a replacement? You failed to mold somebody? Exactly what it is. You failed to get a replacement, and that's the problem. Unless everybody gets like imagine like Manchester United now. They have Lisandro injured. I'm gonna answer the question. You have Lisandro injured. You have who else? Lisandro Martinez is injured. They have Varane injured. They have Luke Shaw injured. They have what else? Luke Shaw's injured, and they have Wan-Bissaka. So they basically have the whole back line injured. That's ridiculous, isn't it? That's ridiculous, isn't it? Now I'm giving him some excuses. Of course, I'm giving Manchester United some excuses. Imagine if Manchester City lost Diaz, Gavardio, Ake, and Walker. I'm like, are you gonna sit here and tell me they'll be all right? Imagine if Liverpool lost Van Dijk, Konate, what's his name, Gomez, and Robertson. Of course, that many injuries. But Arsenal had Saliba, one guy last year. Let me do these two super chats, of course, to see. Mo, what is your top 5 Premier League coaches now or ever? Now or ever? Let me know. It is now or ever. Now, at the moment in the league, my top 5 coaches are Pep, Arteta, Jurgen Klopp, De Zerbi, and I actually like Eddie Howe. I love Eddie Howe. So now, these are, and in order, this is my order. It's Pep Guardiola. This is my order. Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Mikel Arteta, De Zerbi, and then Eddie Howe. I like De Zerbi more than Eddie Howe. I prefer De Zerbi because I believe if De Zerbi gets a better squad, he will do wonders, people. Wonders. The way he plays football. Imagine if De Zerbi has Man City squad or Arsenal's party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli. He would do, wow. He would do wonders, though. He has, like, he's the one who made Mitoma like this, Adingra. He's the one who made Solimarsh like this. Come on. Another super chat, another Abu Bakar, you're killing it, my man. You're killing it. You keep me going, and thank you so much for your support, of course. Thank you for your support. Pep always had superstars in his teams, like of Messi, Busquets, Alba. That's how he won most of his trophies. Unlike Klopp, who had average players at Dortmund, still managed to win back-to-back Bundesligas. I agree with you. However, let me answer this. No, Ange for me, not yet. No Ange for me yet. This is my order now. Once Ange does it for a longer time, I'm gonna add him in. But answer Bubakar's question. This is a very good question. However, Busquets from the academy, who Pep made with Cruyff, right? Xavi from the academy, right? Jordi Alba, they bought. He was not that great before he joined Barcelona. He made him that. Actually, I don't think he had Jordi Alba. No, he had Jordi Alba. Messi was a cheat code. This is the only thing. However, at Man City, he made superstars. Abu Bakar, he made superstars. He made Kevin De Bruyne was good at Wolfsburg. He made him great. He made him absolutely phenomenal. Don't you agree? He made him different. Look at Bernardo Silva. He was at Monaco, great and everything. He made him different. John Stones, different. Diaz, different. He elevates people. And Nathan Ake from Burnley. Nathan Ake. He absolutely did, Abu Bakar. I get what you're saying. Jurgen Klopp, for me, his system, Mo Salah, Firmino, of course, Sadio Mane, Trent, of course, yes. But to be honest, Pep Guardiola also, you have to give him credit, guys. Yeah, Ake was from Bournemouth. I'm sorry. That's I said that wrong. It was from Bournemouth. It was Eddie Howe anyway. So yes. So he makes players better as well, Pep. So just don't knock him off. Bubakar, don't knock him off. Thank you for the donation, for the massive super chat as well, Bubakar, for all the support for the channel. And Tevin Thomas, of course, another massive donation, a massive super chat, of course. He's saying, but it wasn't just Saliba, Domo. We lost our best right center back, Saliba. Our backup option to both right center back, Tomiyasu. I'm talking about the starting 11. Thomas Partey fell off after Saliba got injured, so it makes still a bottle job, but an adequate reason for losing the league. Holden, yes. Rob, yes. But again, how many games? So let me tell you, Southampton didn't what's his name? In West Ham, Thomas Partey made the mistake at West Ham. Thomas Partey made the mistake. Didn't he play at Southampton, Thomas Partey? Yes, he did. So Thomas Partey was there, Tevin. But it was Rob Holding. One place. I'm looking at the lineup. It was everybody other than Xhaka. Vieira played. And it was Ben White. It's Rob Holding. You cannot... One player, Tevin. One player. And you cannot find an adequate replacement? You cannot do an adequate replacement? Come on. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Guys, if you stay on this stream, of course, it's going to take you to Hussam's stream. This is football for the next, of course, in half an hour. Give him a like. But yeah, after the stream is done, you'll go. But Tevin, you didn't find an adequate replacement for William Saliba. And you drew 2 games. You just lost 4 points that lost you the league. And I guarantee you, if you have gone to the Man City game, probably tied on points, first of all, you drew to Liverpool for no freaking reason. I don't know why. What happened in a Liverpool game? I don't know. But let me just tell you, even at the Liverpool game last year for Arsenal, it's still Rob Holding. And you lost the game. What does that tell you? You lost 3 games. Digital drift out another switch. Flawless, the fraud. Props for pivoting without him. Guys, I can do the show anyway. Flawless is going to be here. He is here. Flawless is here, people. He arrived. And here we go. Once he showed out his camera, I'm gonna bring him in, of course. I'm gonna bring him in once he's here and show his camera, show his face, so you guys can you say whatever. But I'm 50 minutes in without him, of course. Oh my God, there's 100 comments in here by the time. So guys, thank you for your support. Your support is appreciated. There's lots of super chats have been sent. Flawless bottled it. I am not shocked. This is by Hussam. Flawless, you are a fraud. People are telling you are a fraud. Hussam is a flawless. Here you go, people. Let me bring him in. Flawless. Oh my man. Here we go. He's here. And before you say anything, this is Flawless the fraud.
Just want to say my apologies. My apologies to you, Mo. I just want to say my apologies on this lateness. My apologies. I owe you. Next time, you know what I'm saying, we do the live stream, I will be here on time. My apologies.
Did you go to bed? Did you fall
apologies.
Asleep?
Yeah. I fell asleep. That's what happened. In it. I took a nap. I was up and I took a nap. And then next thing I know, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's quarter to. I'm like, geez. And my apologies to everyone in the chat not called Hussam. So yes, but yeah, my apologies to everyone bar Hussam. He's the only person.
Big up for the super chat. Digital Drifter, one of my members, is saying Flawless the fraud.
I apologize. I'm not a fraud because I'm here, but my apologies to everybody else. I never, anyone who knows me knows I duck zero smoke.
I know you don't. I know it's definitely, but listen, I'm speaking about Arsenal. We're talking about why there's 190 people here, 150. Hit that like button for us. Apology accepted. People accepting. Because I like talking to Flawless. He's one of my favorite guys, to be honest. Like, I was waiting for this. And he's going to give me another one for full time.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. We're running this back. Next time, whenever you do the show, whenever that is, we'll run it back 100%. Whether that's tomorrow, whether that's next week, whenever. I'm here.
Look,
I owe Mo. Mo's my guy.
This Sam's comment.
What did he say?
Sam's comment is saying, yeah, I took a nap, and next thing I know, we haven't won the league in 10 years. Also Flawless.
Hey, you're a Liverpool fan. You should know about not winning the league for 3 decades. But here we are, you know. Here we are. Here we are.
Guys, 200 people here. Hit that like button for us. You super chats. I appreciate it, of course. So let me get the super chats. Couple of super chats I want to address. Craig Lee say, can Howe win the Premier League with Newcastle in the future? Yes. 100%. Yes. Like Pep is gonna leave, Klopp is gonna leave. Yes. You answer it.
Yeah. I'm just saying there's so many variables when it comes to winning the Premier League. That's a huge ask. Don't get me wrong. Like what Eddie Howe's doing at Newcastle, he's doing a fantastic job. He's exceeded the expectations. However, it is a tough ask. It's a very tough ask.
It's a tough ask, but yeah. I believe actually it's gonna happen at one time. Wallahi, I believe that. Well, I believe that for sure. I believe that. Guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Of course, 220 people here. Subscribe if you're new. Guys, the like button. Let's get to 200 likes. Your super chats are appreciated. Your membership. Check out memberships. You be with us. Of course, today I feel Qatari. Remember that one. Of course, from Mons. Big up, Mons. Go subscribe to Big Six Spencer. Yes. Also, one of the things in the title, just in the title, there is a link. You click on it. It's not in description. It takes you to Flawless channel, Sarcasm City TV. You just go there, give him a subscription, give him a like, and I'm gonna add Big Mons as a moderator. I'm gonna try to add you, Mons. For some reason, YouTube isn't allowing me. Shout out to Mons, of course. But yes, listen. Another comment here, another super chat. Of course, he's saying, Mo, I agree with you, but it was a little more nonce. Party had to compensate for a lot of holding limitations, but it's semantics. I agree with you, though. Because my point is, if Saliba was there, they would have won the league 100%. This is how I feel. Are there news I don't know about the Qataris, though? Thank you, Tevin. Thank you for everybody for the super chat. Are there news I don't know about? Can you guys let us know in the chat or something? Are there news? Let me make Mons a mod here. Let me make Mons a mod, of course. But yeah,
big up Mons, big up Big Six Mans.
Tell me what do you think?
In regards to the ownership, it's like clockwork. There's always ownership news when two things arrive. One, international break. Two, Manchester United get a bad result. That's always like clockwork, whether it's good news on the Qatari front on Sheikh Jassim taking over or whether it's bad news. This is like clockwork. That's why I don't pay it no mind or pay it no attention whatsoever. Don't pay it no mind. And bump up the likes here as well, my lad Mo, because he's been holding it down. And again, people, I will be back. Do not worry about that. I will be back.
Oh, Jassim has pulled out of the race, Mo. So it's a good segue to
Here we go.
Manchester United. Here we go, people. Is it actually paper? Is it actually real that he pulled out of the race? Damn. Well, Fabrizio Romano's tweet. Let me check Twitter, people. Yeah, keep liking the video, people. Don't go anywhere. We're still here. Fabrizio Romano. He said,
Fabrizio's tweeted it. I've seen it.
Exclusive Sheikh Jassim has presented fully cash bid, clearing all debt with zero new debt for 100% of the club. Oh, Sheikh Jassim's team declined to comment on the New Zealand confidential restrictions. Oh, so they're gonna clear out the debt.
They was going to, yeah.
He was, but did he pull out after? I'm not.
That's what they're saying, yeah, because it says.
Hold on, that was 5 minutes away.
Yeah, Sheikh Jassim has presented full cash bid, clearing all old debt with zero new debt for 100% of the club. Sheikh Jassim's team declined to comment on this news, citing confidentiality restrictions, but have confirmed they've withdrawn from the process. That's from Fabrizio Romano.
Wow,
I wish I was still asleep.
It's doom and gloom for Manchester United now.
I wish I was still asleep. Damn.
All right. It brings us to Manchester United, which is, I'm going to ask you a question straight out.
Yeah.
Do you think Manchester United are ever, listen, I asked this to LB, you know, Lewis, and asked this to Nobbins. Do we think the ties have shifted forever? Is it
not forever, no. For the foreseeable,
for the foreseeable future.
Oh, okay. For the foreseeable with this, yes. But
with
forever,
this,
no.
It's particularly with this news, right?
Yeah. If this is the case, and obviously this is, I think, the first time Fabrizio's ever spoken. Well, I think he has spoken on the ownership before, but obviously he is a reliable source. Yeah. And with this, if they have withdrawn from the process, things can change. Yeah, for the foreseeable. Yeah, 100%. We finished for the foreseeable.
You're finished.
Pretty much that.
You're finished. So what happens now?
We carry on doing what we've been doing over the past.
What is that you're doing?
10 years. You know what I'm saying? Struggle. You acting Mo. You
change managers.
Hey, Mo,
bring a new manager.
Hey, Mo, don't do that. You watch the Premier League. You see what's going on with Manchester United. Struggle.
I know.
That's what it is,
bro. So okay, hold on. Listen, I believe whatever owners you get, I believe the right manager's appointment might fix it short term.
Yeah, I agree.
Does that make sense? Short term.
Yeah.
Like if you have hired someone like Pep Guardiola instead of Manchester City, it would have been a short term success. Of course, he's gonna get clashed with the owners and all the stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it would have fixed it. If you hired someone like Jurgen Klopp, might have fixed it a little bit. Yeah. And I claim that if Manchester United hired De Zerbi next, it might be a short-term solution. I'm not saying that the club will be fixed. I'm not saying that the training ground will be fixed. I'm not saying that the dressing room will be fixed. I'm just saying it will look better. You will, because you have players.
I agree with that.
You have players.
And that's what, with this ownership, that's why I look to. That's why I don't hear when people start talking about style of play over a 4 or 5 year period and success over a 4 or 5 or longer period. We're not built for that. We are built for short-term success, and we can have short-term success because all managers we've had since Fergie left that have been here for any length of time, bar Ollie, have won something. Mourinho won 2 trophies. Van Gaal won a trophy. And Ten Hag won a trophy. All he did.
Mourinho won a Europa League, came second in the league. Oli came second in the league, and I believe
second
might be all right.
Yeah. But when I say success, I'm talking about the domestic. Unfortunately for Manchester United, some Manchester United fans, I should add, don't like the fact that we are a cup team in regards to that. So when I say cup team, I'm talking domestic cups. That's just where we're at. That is the level where we're at. Do we spend enough to win a Premier League if the top teams are not quite at it that season?
If Pep is not here, do you believe you can win the Premier League? Yes, I believe so.
We invest enough, but a lot of things have to go in our favor, including Pep not being here. Like Liverpool have to be not Chelsea, Arsenal, etc. All that. Like when Leicester won the league, as much as you give them credit, Claudio Ranieri and the team credit, they took advantage of everybody else being not at their best. That's not Leicester's fault, by the way. That's not a shot at Leicester. They did what they're supposed to do. Same way last season, we took advantage of a favorable draw in the Carabao Cup and won it. Same way your side in the Milan got to the Champions League final, took full advantage of a favorable draw. Full credit. That's what you have to do.
Favorable draw, of course. We didn't face Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, but yeah. But I thought that last year we were very good in the cup. Yeah, to be honest.
I'm not saying you're not good. Don't get me wrong. When I say favorable draw, that's not taken away from what your team did. What I'm saying is in the Milan, that if you could have picked that from an Inter Milan perspective, you could not have picked that any better. All the
Yeah,
other
of
top
course.
sides are on the other side of the draw is the point I'm making. So that's where we're at. But hey, at least Sheikh Jassim with that news from Fabrizio, yeah, that's a killer. But here we are.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like,
Mhm.
listen, it's ridiculous. But I want to talk about, like, so the Glazers with Sir James. What do you think is so Ten Hag though? Is he going to stay at the
Mhm.
club? Do you think he's going to stay at the club?
No, I think it's a question of when he gets sacked, not if it carries on like this. Because
When does he
he's
get sacked?
gone. Yeah, it's a question of when, not if. Because he's gone completely away from what brought him success last season. All the things he was doing well last season, how he was playing and what we was relying on in terms of, for example, defensive resilience and being defensively solid. We've gone away from that for whatever reason. And now we just do not look the same. And people say, oh, injuries. Yes, we do have injuries and they don't help. And we had injuries last season and still looked like a functioning unit. He spent
Yeah.
enough money to the point where we don't even look like a function. There's teams with less talent that don't look like a functioning unit. I use Everton as an example. Not one of the best sides in the Premier League. Don't have a better manager than us. Don't have more talent. But every time I watch them, I can see exactly what they're trying to do. I can see the plan, and we just don't. For the most part, don't. And that falls on the manager. You can't be losing. He's lost over 50% of his games. Like, that's on him. Can he turn it around? I hope so. In my heart of hearts, I believe he can turn it around. No, I was at the third stage of depression for a long time, Mo. I was at bargaining. And I was like, just revert back to last year, please. And now I'm just like, just the fourth stage. I'm at the fourth stage now. I'm at depression. Like, because he's just gonna continue to play these players who are not good enough.
Listen, it's this ownership. But do you believe Sir Jim Ratcliffe can actually a little bit help if he comes in as a minority?
No, I don't think anybody who's willing to allow the Glazers to stay in any capacity wants what's best for Manchester United Football Club. So can he do a little bit better than the Glazers? Yeah, but not much different. He's willing to allow them to stay. We've been terrible under this ownership, and you're willing
Didn't
to
you win the
allow this
Champions
ownership
League
to
in
play?
2008 under the ownership?
Yeah, 100%.
Didn't
But we had
you get to the Champions League final? Did you win a lot of league titles?
Okay, but let's add
ownership?
context to that. All right, let's add context to that. We had the GOAT manager and we had the GOAT David Gill in charge. That's why we had two GOATs in their position.
But the same owners. So you get. You're telling me that you get a good manager and you get
the point.
a good director of football.
Hear what I said. GOAT. If we get a GOAT manager level, who's of Fergie's level, and we get a GOAT level, I don't know what exactly David Gill's title was, but
it was managing. I remember that. He wasn't.
If we get David Gill level person in whatever position he was in, if we get two GOATs, yeah, cool. You point to me where there's a manager and somebody of David Gill's level somewhere in the world.
There's a lot of good manager. It doesn't have to be
no. Mo, we gotta do it. Words are important here, my friend. Don't use the word good. GOAT level.
There's only one GOAT now at the moment.
GOAT level. So no, we need.
There's only one manager that guarantees success, which is Pep Guardiola.
We need GOAT levels is the same.
Only one.
Exactly. So that's why under this ownership, and bear in mind, people love to do this as well because it was like before social media. We were Glazers out whilst we was free-peating and winning the Champions League. Because if you go back and see them times from 08, you know what I'm saying, when we won the double, there's green and gold scarves in the crowd. You know how I know this? One, because I watched it on my TV, and two, I was there with my green and gold scarf on. I went to two of the home games of the knockout ties, one against Roma, one against Lyon. Even before that, in 2000 and the year before when we won it in 2000 and what year was it? The year before, 07. But yeah, because it was 07, 08, 09, I believe it was. Whatever years we won it. Sorry, people, I've just woken up. But yes, during that period of time. So like people like to say, oh, you only got Glazers out because you're not winning. No, we were free-peating. So no other teams done in the Premier League era bar Manchester City. And no one cares because they ain't got no fans.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, but I have to understand why some players like Onana come in and their form just drops massively. Why players like Casemiro can have just one good season. Even Amrabat, I'm watching him. He's shaky. He doesn't look great. Amrabat. He is. Like, for me, like, what is happening here? Why? Is it just the environment? Or is the coach? Or it's all the above? Or it's just all the problems from the Cristiano Ronaldo's problem last season to the Jadon Sancho's problem last year to the Marcus Rashford? Or is it ownership? There has to be someone to put the hand on the problem at Manchester United. I said if your employer doesn't care about you, You'll never care. If you know that the employer doesn't care, you as an employee will never care. You get paid, you do your job, you go to training, done. Who gives a shit? Do you believe that's the case? Or do you believe it's something? Amrabat, people tell me Amrabat looks superb. Man, you haven't watched Amrabat at Fiorentina. He was literally in a team that has over 60% ball position average.
Yeah.
He used to be a lone DM against Inter, Juventus, and it's not, I'm not talking about against the Rakish of Serie A. This guy used to play against Juventus, be the lone DM, and manage the game and dictate the game. Against Inter, used to do everything for them in that area. The problem is it the manager's problem playing him as a left back? Is it the manager's problem not playing to his strength? Is it what is it? I want to put my hand on it.
You asked a lot of questions and you hit the nail on the head. It's all of the above. In terms of Amrabat, because you mentioned him last.
Yeah, I mentioned him last because he's the new addition.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'm going to get to that because you asked a lot of questions in that. Amrabat, in terms of his form, has been fine. All right, he had the one poor game against Galatasaray. The reason why he's playing left back is because we have no left backs. Now, on the flip side, the manager could have played the low left back, switched Amrabat right back. Do I think that improves us? Potentially. Do I think it's major improvement? No. I think at most it's marginal, so I don't look too much into that. In regards to why Onana's form's poor and Casemiro's fell off and everybody, that is what you call, Mo, the Manchester United effect. That's what it is, because the manager's no longer operating at a high level in terms of his performance as the manager. Our better players are no longer performing to a high level. I said this to you. I've said this on my platform. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Every platform I've been on. When our better players don't perform, we struggle as a team. I said it all last season.
I'm sorry.
So Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, Rashford. They were our 4 best players last season. When you go back and look at games last season, whenever we got a good result and a good performance, or just a good result, more often than not, 3 out of those 4 were playing, and 3 out of those 4 played well. Now we're seeing it because Varane's been missing, even though he's done all right. Martinez was rushed back from injury, and you could see he wasn't right, and he wasn't playing well. Casemiro's not been playing well. Rashford's forms fell off a cliff. When you take those 4 out of our side, we do not have a team because the rest of the team is just not very good. People be doing too much.
So what about the injuries? Do you think the injuries affect the performance of Man
I'll let you answer the question. Who's coming back?
You have 4 main. So you're starting back 4 are out.
So let me answer. So I ask you the question then. Outside of Martinez and Varane, who are the major players coming back to make? Here the key word: major difference to this side.
Luke Shaw on the left back, 100%.
So you rate Luke Shaw?
No, I don't. But he's your best player.
Okay, then. Boy,
no, you're not getting my point.
No,
I don't rate Luke Shaw as a 9 out of 10 left back or an 8. No. I think Luke Shaw is a solid 6.5, 7.
Yeah, Mo,
and without him, that left side is gone.
Yes, Mo, you're making my point. We are relying on a player who is not good enough. That in there lies the problem.
But last year he was good enough.
That lies the problem. No, he was good enough as a centre back. He didn't play well at left back. He played very well at centre.
No, he was all right as a left back.
He was not.
I disagree with you.
All right. No, you do agree with me. All right is not good enough. You just said he was all right.
Yeah, but you have to understand. You came third. All the
again, because
let me finish. All the pieces at Man United were working at home good enough to get you the best home form in the league.
Yeah,
it took a little bit of thinking from Erik ten Hag to transform 50% of the away form the home form to away, and he didn't. And it's on him.
Yeah, but
it's not on the players.
That's not the point.
Luke Shaw. So what I mean is that Luke Shaw was good enough.
Mo, you don't rate the players though. What we doing?
Luke Shaw.
You don't rate him.
But let me tell you the difference. I don't rate Billy Gilmore. I don't rate Billy Gilmore. I don't think Lewis Dunk is amazing. I don't think Veltman is great. Well, let me finish. I don't think Solimar is that level. But did Zerbi make him to the next level?
Level for what? What are Brighton doing that's so special? Level for what? What are Brighton doing? Level for what?
They're punching above their weight.
Level for
what? They're punching above their weight.
So where are they in the league?
They're 5th.
They're 5th, and we have them. What you would say that? Where do you have them in the table?
I think they will finish top 6.
Exactly. So they're where they should be. Why are we praising them for where they should be?
These players are rejects. These players are rejects.
This man, like, stop hyping up. You love doing this, and you do this with Manchester United. You're one of them fans, football fans, who gets fooled by this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that you get and things players
Oh
put
yeah,
on
yeah.
the shirt.
Sorry for this. It's a second.
Yeah, second best. I did say
yeah,
that, but he
sorry.
didn't want to hear me. I did say that.
Sorry,
Rewind and
second
take
best.
people.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
cool. Like I said, Mo's one of these people who think players put on this Manchester United shirt and turn into like it's the super soldier serum. You know what I'm saying? From Marvel. They put this on and they transform. Mo's the same guy who's telling me Mount was going to be a decent signing. Mo's
I
the same
actually
guy who's
said
talking
no.
about it.
You don't
You
say that I
argued me
said
down
that.
on that.
I
You argued
actually
me
one of
down
the
on
people that said if Mason Mount comes to be a starter at Man United, it's not good enough for you. You're relying on someone that shouldn't be. You should be moving forward.
Oh, you
I
still rate
said
Bruno though.
the thing about it is that
Still
I
rate
said
Bruno,
Luke
though.
Shaw. Huh?
You still rate Bruno though.
Oh well, yeah,
You told me have a Bruno agenda. Has Bruno been good this season?
Bruno, no, he's not. But he has
okay.
not.
All
But
right, okay.
Bruno
But it's
creates
not
a
his
lot of
fault, though.
chances.
So
You're
he's
not
not
letting me
been good this season.
finish. Bruno creates a lot of chances. Bruno
He's
can
like
play
mid, man.
very well. Let me
Bruno's
just
mid.
finish. Bruno can play very well. He plays very well if the people around him allow him. Same as other players as well. Every player, Erling Haaland himself, Erling Haaland needs people to service him. Every player, you put any player in the world, okay, bar Lionel Messi, okay, in a team that does not complement them, they look worse than what they actually are. And you put any player that is maybe a 7 out of 10 in a team that complements his ability, they show 8.
So what's
Bruno
your overall
Fernandes,
point?
everything at Manchester United
I'm lost.
this season.
I'm lost as to what's your overall point. No,
my overall point
is
for somehow everybody at Man United now is playing lower than the level they should be playing at.
I see. That's where we disagree. No, they're not. They're performing to their level or below their level because they're not good enough. How many more times do we need to see him? You're here talking about Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's been here nearly a decade. What are we talking about? We know his level. Bruno's been here 4 or 5 years. We know his level. Mount was at Chelsea for 4 years and is now at Manchester United.
He had two good seasons.
He had 1.5 good seasons. You know what I'm saying in that? He had 1.5 good seasons. Bear in mind, they won that Champions League off the back of a record-breaking defense. So let's not change history while it is. These players are not good enough. And this comes back to the original thing we was talking about. The players coming back from injury. Luke Shaw's not good enough for where Manchester United are trying to go. Wan-Bissaka's not good enough for where Manchester United are trying to go. The rest of our players are not, in terms of injuries, outside of Varane. Well, Varane's fit and Martinez, once he gets back to his best, are not good enough. They're not around to transform. None of these players are going to transform.
Do you think Luke Shaw is better than Nathan Ake?
No.
As a football player. That's the difference. I actually believe that Luke Shaw, as a football player, as a left back ability, I believe Luke Shaw is a better player than Nathan Ake.
Okay, that's
Pep
cool.
Guardiola.
I think João Felix is better than most players we have, but I wouldn't have him in the team.
No. As a left back, forget football ability. But Pep Guardiola elevated Nathan Ake to be one of the best players.
Yeah, because he's
Luke Shaw went down. Change of managers didn't help. Change of systems didn't help. 100%.
Okay, you defend him now, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? Give him 10 more years, and you'll still be here saying the same old rubbish. All right, cool.
Actually, I think you guys think that tomorrow. You think if Nathan Ake goes to Manchester United tomorrow, he's going to be better than Luke Shaw?
I didn't say all that.
Okay, so who do you think is going to go to Manchester United tomorrow and be better than Luke Shaw?
Any competent left back, any athletic.
But Luke Shaw is a competent left back.
No, I disagree with that. That's where we disagree. This is where we disagree. But you attracted to mid for whatever reason. You love hyping up these guys.
No, I'm not. I actually think that he's good. I think actually that this notion that everybody's a superstar in the league, like Robertson was signed from Hull City after they got relegated.
Yeah.
Right? Jurgen Klopp took the guy, taught him, elevated his game, took him to the next level. Luke Shaw, since he has gone to Man United, nobody taught guy jack shit.
Okay, cool. You want to defend him? Cool. He's not good enough, but we move. You want to defend
him? We move on from him.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford is the same for me. Marcus Rashford is a little bit lazy player off the ball, but everything around him at Man United is giving him the entitlement to stay the same because people hype his goals and stuff, but don't hype his work ethics. I believe that Marcus Rashford has the ability to be very good, can be used very good at Manchester United, but I don't know. It's about the coach, it's about the environment, it's about everything. It isn't about the individuals. So that's the problem.
The individuals
I think it's not about the individuals.
Mo, hold up. So the individuals take no blame for.
No, they do. Together they do. Together they do. About 50%. 50%.
Also half. Okay, first.
Yeah. So, listen, don't get me wrong, Flawless. I actually said that I actually at this moment realized that Ten Hag now, his system would not work with this group of players together in the environment. There's too many problems at Man United. The Sancho problem, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes doesn't play. I said it before. Bruno Fernandes play in a planet different than Marcus Rashford, different than the planet that Erik ten Hag wants to coach at. Everybody's on a different planet. That's how I see Man United. Together, they're not good enough. Together. But to blame individuals because, Marcus Rashford isn't good enough. It's not. Marcus Rashford is a talented football player. And in a better environment, he would have thrived.
He did.
Bruno Fernandes is a talented football player. And Bruno Fernandes, if he went to Liverpool, go ahead. This is my point. Individually, they are in terrible.
No. It is. Of course, if you're in a better environment, you're going to improve. That's in any job in life. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fantastic content creator, put you with other fantastic content creators, your game is going to elevate. Put you with terrible content creators, man like Mo. I mean, not Mo, man like Hassam. You know what I'm saying? From This Is Football, Shah Hassam, your game's going downgrade. And I'm joking, by the way, people.
Is going down.
Before anyone starts, you know what I'm saying? Hassam, my guy. That's my done. Don't ever get mistaken. I'm just clowning around to make a point. But the point I'm making is, yes, if you put somebody in their field with better people in their field, of course they improve. My problem is we've seen that last season. The manager's not operating at the highest of levels. He's not. But he had.
So you don't think that last year he elevated the game? So the question, and then I'm going to keep you going. You don't think that last season he elevated some of the players? He improved Wan-Bissaka, Rashford.
He did.
He improved. He did. Okay.
He did. But
so we agree on this. I think we agree on one point.
Yeah. But the manager's MO, the manager's motive going into it shouldn't be for us to succeed. He needs pretty much every individual in the team to either play it to their maximum or above their maximum. That should not be the case. Manchester United.
Do you think that's on the players, though?
No, that's on both.
Oh, okay.
No, it is on the players because the players' maximums are just not that. The players' normal levels are just not that good. I would push the vast majority of this team off a cliff. Hypothetically, people, not literally, because individually they're not good enough. They're not good enough. Whatever system you put them in, whoever you put them with, there's very few players I'm fighting to keep. If we got good offers for 95% of the squad, I'm selling. Because I don't rate the team as individuals, despite the manager. Let's say Ten Hag was sacked, and I'm not Ten Hag out, by the way, and a new manager was brought in. I'd still want most of these players gone. Because for us to succeed, as we seen last season, he had everybody playing to their maximum or playing above their maximum. Look at the names we're mentioning, we're relying on to come back and change things.
But they were good. Your logic is kind of flawed a little bit, even though you're flawless, because it worked last year.
Because it's not, because you didn't listen to the first thing I said. I said if a manager's motive is his team to succeed, he has to get everybody playing to their maximum or above their maximum, which the vast majority of these players were at. That's not a good team to be dealing with. That I have to get you playing 10 out of 10 or 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 out of 10 for the entire season for us not even to win anything major, to win a Carabao Cup and finish third.
Do you
That's
believe
the level we're at.
Do you believe that Pep Guardiola gets 110% out of every single player?
No. I don't think he has every player performing to their maximum or above their maximum.
That's when we disagree.
No. Let me answer the question.
Okay, add to it before I actually
add to it. Yeah. That's cool. It's cool. Not every single week. Manchester City 7 out of 10 is different to Manchester United 7 out of 10 performance. Their 7 out of 10 performance beats most teams in the Premier League, beats most teams in the Champions League. Our 7 out of 10 performance, we're struggling. Their 5 out of 10 is different to our 5 out of 10. Their 10 out of 10 is different to our dad. Their 10 out of 10 is beating Real Madrid.
Better.
I know their system's better, but also
why
our individual players.
That? So why do you think that?
Because one, Pep's a better manager than Ten Hag, and two, Pep has better players, Mo. He has miles better players.
In my opinion, Pep made them better players. That's what.
They have better raw fundamentals. Has he made them better? I'm not
actually. This is you say raw fundamentals is better.
All right, okay, let's kill this.
I can debunk.
Hold on. We're not doing this. Who has the better squad? Manchester City or Manchester United?
It's Pep who created this. On
a player by player. You have one.
You don't understand my point.
Answer the question. Pep,
Now, context. Now, he made them better. He's the one who made Diaz look like this. He's the one who made Ake look like this. He's the one that made Akanji look like this. He's the one that improved Rodri. He's the one that improved the likes of Foden.
He improved, but even their raw fundamentals, they're better. Okay, so before Diaz, before Diaz got here, was he better than Harry Maguire?
He wasn't.
Answer the question: was he better than Harry Maguire?
No.
Answer the question: was he better than Harry Maguire?
Why Maguire? Why not Varane?
Because Varane's just got here. You know what I'm saying?
Varane got here 2 years ago.
But use here. Okay,
2
is he
years
better than?
ago.
Okay, was Kyle Walker better than Wan-Bissaka?
Yes, and he's still better.
Okay,
than
okay. So Kyle
he's
Walker's
still better
than
than Kyle Wan-Bissaka.
Kyle Walker's
Okay,
better
so
than
let me ask you the question.
No,
The counter question.
Finished.
Let me ask you the counter.
I'm not
Did
done.
Wan-Bissaka improve last year?
I'm not done. Yeah, he did. Was he better than Kyle Walker last year?
Not yet, but we should have
No,
improved
he wasn't.
more to
No,
be.
he improved
He
because
should
he
have
improved. He
improved
played at his
more, but he
maximum.
didn't.
We know Wan-Bissaka at his maximum is not better than Kyle
Exactly.
Walker.
Yeah, fine. Wan-Bissaka is one of them.
Yeah, we know that. Okay, Rodri to Scott McTominay.
But not Scott McTominay,
Casemiro's top quality, don't get it mistaken. All right, Kevin De
And he
Bruyne to
fell
Bruno
off.
then. You are pin out the two. All right,
Kevin De Bruyne to Bruno. I'm
Yes.
going to tell you, Bruno, if he is a Pep player, he would have had the same level as Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah. All right, go on. Move
Oh,
on.
yeah.
All right, Bruno the same level as Kevin De Bruyne.
No. I didn't say that. If Bruno was given 5 years with Pep Guardiola,
Pep's never signing him. Pep's never
would
signing
have
him.
made him
Pep
absolutely world-class
Pep is never
player.
signing him. Pep is never signing him.
Yeah, that's an assumption.
Pep is
that's
never
not a fact.
not an assumption, it's fact. So why did he not sign him then? He had the opportunity.
He had Kevin De Bruyne.
He has it, and so he's not signed midfielders since.
Yeah,
Kevin
why
De
would
Bruyne.
he sign Bruno Fernandes?
So wait,
Bruno
from when Kevin De Bruyne is there, he's never signed another midfielder aside. Kevin De Bruyne wasn't his signing, by the way.
Give me one midfielder that he signed with the same rule as Kevin De Bruyne.
No, he signed other midfielders.
Midfielder.
So what's your overall point then?
What's your overall point? The problem is Erik ten Hag developed the player last year somehow for whatever reason. Everybody fell off this year.
Yeah,
collectively.
Yes. Agreed.
And it started with the ownership talk. Does that make? Was the ownership last year or this year?
In regards to what? In regards to what?
The ownership change and the Glazers leaving.
The ownership didn't change. The ownership's the same.
I mean, ownership talk of leaving, change of employers. I think that's when Erik ten Hag.
No, he changed. No, he's changed. One thing we do agree on is in regards to he's changed the system. And that's why everyone's fell off collectively.
You think he changed the system now?
Yes.
Because
we don't play the same way as we do last season.
You don't? Because of who?
No.
Why happened?
I don't know why.
Because of Onana.
That's a big question. No, I don't think it's just. You reckon it's just Onana? All right, cool.
Okay, because Inter, we changed completely the way we play. After 10 games, Handanovic sat on the bench, and suddenly I saw my back line going higher, and I saw my forwards higher, and I saw teams try to press us. And I think the problem now is that Onana on the team, everybody moves up, and it doesn't look great.
Well, if that's the case,
however, Onana now his form dropped for a specific reason. I don't understand. Bro, Onana was one of the best goalkeepers. I'm telling you, I'm coming from the other side.
Yeah,
he used to save entering games.
Yeah, I asked you about it.
We used to have two attacks on us, one-on-ones. He used to save them, and we win 2-1 or 2-0.
I remember.
And it was kind of like against Porto, maybe somehow the guy cannot save anything, and it's just I don't understand how can someone.
I remember you saying, but like the point I'm making is whether he's changed it for Onana or not. That's the whole thing. That's why it's looking bad.
But I think that reflects on Rashford's form this year, Casemiro's form this year, Bruno's form this year. I think. If you look at Onana, we can actually reflect and say, yeah, everybody dropped.
Bruno's form wasn't great last season.
But he wasn't as bad as now.
No, he wasn't as bad as now. But
at home, I thought Bruno was all right. He was kind of creating chances. When I mean all right, he was good. He was good.
He was okay. Like, he was decent. He was good in some games. He was okay in some games. He was better, yes. But the fact that you think that this Manchester United squad and individuals, even before they got to Pep, are anywhere near the level of Manchester United's players is Manchester United anywhere near their players is crazy.
Disagree.
And bear in mind,
I believe that if De Zerbi comes in now, he might provide an instant improvement.
Okay,
let me get
so
super chats. Memphis, let me get this one. Memphis is saying we are done flawless. Not even God can save us. Yeah,
pretty much so. We finished. We finished 100%. But according to Mo, we got as much talent as City, so we should be all right.
I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. I said the problem is that the raw material you have aren't as bad as some of the Man United fans say. Now the problem is collectively they fell off, and now it's all about getting the results.
That's red herrings. Whether it's as bad as you think it is, whether it's not as bad as they make out, is it good enough? No. So what we
some people say they are not mid-table players.
Yeah, again, that's people being over the top. But the point I've never said they're not mid-table.
I'm not talking about you, but
yeah. But the point I'm making is we all agree they're not good enough. So why are we arguing it? Whether you think they're top,
because you already achieved something with them last year. Sorry, something stuck in my mouth. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
But I think that last year you went. I think you progressed.
We
You
did.
regressed
We was at our
again.
maximum. That's us at our very best. That's the maximum that team could have done. They couldn't have done any more apart from win the Europa League.
I
Which
thought
still
you
think we
could
should
have.
won.
I thought this year. I thought with
Oh
Onana's
yeah, we had
addition,
that. We
with
had that
Onana's
discussion.
addition. Okay, so let me. With Onana's addition, Amrabat's addition,
I remember
and
this.
I think actually you could have added with Hoyland's
Yeah.
addition. I think you could have taken a little bit of a couple more
Yeah.
steps, not challenging for the title, but a couple of steps. Anyway, I don't want to dwell. I don't want to keep you for
Nah,
long.
the people
because I
enjoyed
actually
it. I've not even got the comment section up, and I know it's jumping. You see that people? I may have arrived late to the stream, but it's jumping.
Some of them
This
are
is what
saying
me and
I'm
Mo
an
do.
idiot. Some people the other way are saying
Yeah,
that
they disagree
it
with me.
doesn't matter
That's
what I
what it
say,
is.
you will never understand it. It is what it is.
I
But
understand.
people,
I understand
we are
fully
on
what you're
400
saying, but
likes, which is
me and you
a
had this
record for the
discussion.
channel.
We had this discussion
Yes,
before the season started,
Yes.
and that was you saying there, and I was
I
telling
actually
you on
said that,
stream.
and you said you don't believe that it's gonna happen, and
Yeah,
probably
because
you're right. You were right.
There ain't no probably.
You were
Definitely
right.
spot on. This is why
You
I
are
said
right. You
as
were
good
right.
as the season was that we had. We
I
needed 5 new
refuse
first.
to be negative for. I refuse to.
It's not
you
negative.
literally said it's not gonna get better.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, because I said we need five. We need
like
5
maybe
new
you saw
first
the
teams.
signs I didn't.
Yeah,
But
because
I saw
you know
I
why?
really focused on the home form and how you
Yeah,
won
the home
games at
form was
home.
exceptional. But what
I really
again?
focused on that. I refused to see
Yeah, the home form was
a manager.
exceptional.
I was a Ten Hag believer. I said that this guy
Same.
can take you to the next, a little bit of just improvement on the away form. And you're 80 something points. I said Onana will get you 15 points. Onana already lost 6 points.
Again, Mo, like,
But
yes.
like, you don't tell me, Flawless, that you thought that Onana will come from Inter being one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he will lose you already 6 points in the league in 8 games.
Absolutely not, because I trust your judgment. Because I remember asking you specifically on streams, you being an Inter Milan fan, about him. And
I thought you guys robbed us. I thought you guys robbed us.
You said that. And then, like, when people asked me about it, I said, I asked Mo, who's on Never a Foul. I've said this on my platform when Mo's very knowledgeable fan. I take his word on board.
Because I watch every game, right?
You watch every game. So, of course, I'm not going to doubt you about your players. If you tell me someone's quality at Inter Milan, guess what? I'm going to believe you. Because I don't think you'd lie.
If Pep Guardiola said after the final, like, the only team that we could impress is Inter because they have Onana. That's why they play with 12 players on the ball. Okay, it's not only Mo saying that, it's Pep Guardiola who literally didn't try to press the guy.
100%. But what was telling to me in regards to, I was optimistic at the back end. As soon as the season finished, I was like, okay, we've had a great season in terms of exceeding all my expectations. Second best home form, defensively resilient, finished third, got a trophy, kick on from here. The signings was an issue. That's what it is. I looked at the signings and went, and then when I seen the first game,
but Onana's like, good. You disagree? Onana's good.
No. I like Onana. I like Hoyland. Amrabat. I like
Mason Mount is the one.
Mason Mount's a horrific.
It's the one, and not getting rid of Harry Maguire and McTominay. I get it. The club are too greedy. The club are too greedy. They wanted way more money than.
That's the one that sticks out. And then all of this in regards to when you look at the team and how we're set up, it's just like, and then him reverting back from what he did last year. He went away from that. Ten Hag's gone away from what brought him success.
He can do it still because he has Amrabat next to Casemiro. Yeah. I hope so. I still think it's not going to be doom and gloom, but I don't think with any shape or form you will get closer to the top 6 with the kind of way the club is at. And I think actually the news now is going to make it worse because people are asking you in the chat, what do we do now? What do we do now?
Pray. I'm saying, whatever, if you're a religious person, pray to whatever God. I don't know, whatever religion you follow, whatever God. That's all you can do. Is pray to your God, whatever.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's it.
That's all thank you. Do. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for giving me this more than half an hour. Appreciate it. I enjoyed the conversation with you. You're the one who challenge, and I like that. It creates better environment in a debate. Right or wrong, it's all right. I actually accept that I'm wrong sometimes, right sometimes. And I love someone who challenges. And I love your opinions, of course. Guys, in the title, there's still over 160 of you here, 200 likes. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for every super chatter that helped me today. Martin became a member. Check out the membership to become a panelist with me. Okay, Hussam is asking me to finish. I'm almost done, Hussam. Abu Bakar with massive donation to the channel, True Blue Clay. Go ahead.
Nah, I just wanted to ask you, who do you have winning the league, Mo? I remember that was a conversation we had.
Manchester
You got
City.
City. Okay, cool. Yeah. I was just asking.
Yeah, Manchester City.
Go.
True Craig Lee, True Blue, Clay, Chelsea fan, Craig Lee, Newcastle fan, of course, Abu Bakar again, Tevin, an Arsenal fan, thank you for the support. Tevin again, Memphis Depay, thanks for all the super chatters that actually support my channel, and thanks you for subscribing. Stay on this video. It will take you to Hussam's stream, who is starting in a second.
Big up
I don't know what he's talking about. Also, Mons is going live. Staff is going live. Every Man United content creator. People want to laugh or people want to cry. But stay on this one. It will take you to Hussam's channel. Thank you, Flawless. Flawless channel is in the title. Click on it. Give him a subscribe and come back and chat with us. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Flawless. We really appreciate you, man.
Love,
and
man.
We're out of here, people.